Hello, this is Short Metina once again from shortmetina.com, doing a video recap for the SPY, ticker symbol SPY. What you're looking at right now is a daily chart for the past year or so. So the SPY has really been sort of like faking folks out, right? Faking people out unless, shameful plug, unless you're a part of Short Metina's community. If you're a part of Short Metina's community, you would have known, right? Since around February, the price action of the SPY, right? Because what's happening here, more or less, I projected it, and I'm no visionary. I'm just someone that likes to read charts. I've been doing it for a long time. But dating back to, so let me walk you through the timeline of what went on. So after hitting a high of 286.63 back in January, right? In early February, I had sent out a video recap about the SPY to my premium members. What I said more or less was, this is not verbatim, the market is looking kind of funky, right? Expect some downside. The next day, I said, you know what? Why don't we exploit this? So we decided to go short the market, and we were able to capture this move to the downside, right? So it's I know a lot of folks, prefer to long, and you know what? Longing will always beat out, in terms of percentage gain, shorting all the time, in my opinion, right? Because, when you short, the most you can make is what, 100%? Versus when you long, you can potentially make more. However, I think being able to short or understanding the fundamentals of shorting is important in situations like this, where the market is not consistently trending up, right? When the market is doing things like this. So being able to short, in my opinion, it's a very, very good tool to have in like your trading arsenal or in your trading toolbox. At any rate, so around this time again, we were able to capture this move, and I indicated to my members that the market, in my opinion, going forward, meaning into March, April, perhaps even into the summer, it's going to cycle. It's going to start cycling through two channels. And those channels that I projected, right, and this is kind of like a range. Obviously, I'm never going to be precise. I think I said high 250s to about mid 270s. Let's say somewhere around here. Yeah, I honestly think these were the numbers that I gave them back in February. And outside of a few springs here and here and here, for the most part, the SPY has been cycling through these 2 points. So I say all that to say, if you want to trade the SPY, right, the best thing you can do is when it gets here, you buy this because this is considered support, and you sell this or short this because this is considered resistance. Obviously, it's not perfect because there are situations where we go above that line, like here, and there are situations where we break that line, like we've been doing here, okay? So, in a nutshell, that's kind of like my outlook for the SPY. It's going to cycle through these channels until it resolves itself, right? It's either going to resolve itself to the upside or it's going to resolve itself to the downside. It's going to resolve itself at some point. When that happens, I don't know. Just based on how things have sort of like played out in the market for the past few years or so, I think things tend to occur a lot quicker and faster. So I can't imagine this being drawn out for like 2 to 3 years. I think it should resolve itself within this year. And, I do have my views on how it's going to resolve itself. And I've shared that with my members. At any rate, so after you finish listening to this video, definitely go to shortmetina.com and, read the blog Corrections and Bear Markets, right? Because I more or less kind of spoke about what my game plan or what our game plan is in terms of dealing with this market, okay? It's a fairly short read. I think it's a relatively good read. If it's not, leave a comment and tell me, and let me know your thoughts on the read. At any rate, so that's more or less my opinion on the SPY, right? And if you don't know how to play this type of market, do yourself a favor. Just sit it out, The markets will always be here, and I think that's something, or that's an area in which new traders tend to get themselves in trouble, and even seasoned traders from time to time. You don't always need to be in the markets, and you can see the volatility to an extent here. I mean, with my blue lines, I hope at any rate, I hope that I've kind of made the picture a little bit more digestible, right? Just showing you that there is 2 points in which it's cycling through. But with these long candles to the downside and then to the upside and then to the downside, like it's just a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? At any rate, this is Short Me Tina from shortmetina.com doing a sort of all over the place recap of the SPY. I want you to do me a favor. Head on over to shortmetina.com, read that blog, leave a comment, sign up to our services, and become a member. Okay? Thank you for listening, and as always, thank you for the support.